Hey everybody, and happy Friday. I'm here with Nelson, our Hispanic minister, and we just thought we'd share a little bit on not only what's coming up here at East Cobb, but also Nelson was on our mission trip, mission team that went to El Salvador, which is a newer mission effort for our church. We've had people connected down in El Salvador from our church for a while, but more recently there have been multiple trips taken down there, kind of scouting and how we can continue to support some of those congregations down there and spread the gospel. Well, Nelson, I thought maybe you could share a little bit of the highlights. Like, what were some of the highlights from the trip for you and your wife, Mariella?
Well, it was an awesome trip. There's a lot of humble people and very loving people there in Salvador. So that was the first great impression that we had when we got there. And you know the team that we were working with, the ones who invited us to go there, they have an incredible ministry. They're very well organized. It's a great team of men and women who are interested in planting churches in the northwest side of El Salvador. We were in a place called Ahuachapan, and from Ahuachapan city, we went to different churches. There's lots of Church of Christ around it. They only took us to 5 of them, and it was an awesome experience. We went to the mountains, we went to the ocean, and we were in between visiting churches all around that area. So it was a great experience. The things that we were doing there was basically every day we went to a church every single day, and we were knocking doors. Well, not really knocking doors. We were visiting people that they already had in the list, in order to talk to them and just express our love coming from the U.S. And they let us into their homes. We preached the gospel. We gave food. We gave away food, and they just opened the doors for us. And as a result, there were 2 baptisms, 2 members of the congregation who were restored, wow, and a lot of appointments to study the Bible with. So there was a great connection. They were very amazed to see people from the United States coming into their homes and just talking to them, very friendly. It was amazing. That really reminded me a lot when I was in Venezuela, which was the same kind of dynamic that I was sharing with Houston. So it brought me back several years back, and Mariela and I really enjoyed the trip. And I'll tell you something, Jeremy and Eva, I mean, they're amazing. Everybody loves Jeremy and Eva, and they love that country, and they love all these people. And it was a great experience to see them in action in El Salvador. So Eva is a great organizer, and she knows how to work everything out in her country. So it was a beautiful experience.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, shout out to Jeremy and Ava Mitchell there. That's so cool. And you can see a little bit of why I wanted you to hear directly from Nelson, who was on the trip, because you can just kind of feel the energy of the trip. I think it was y'all were very encouraging to those congregations down there, and certainly to people in the community that you fed. I mean, y'all gave out dozens.
Probably about 60 bags full of groceries, and
like heavy bags, like 30, 40 pound bags.
And we were carrying it in our shoulder, walking under that heat and humidity. It was a trip.
Yeah, y'all handed that out, but East Cobb, that's because of your generosity in being able to do that, or able to help feed a lot of families. Yeah. And so it's really cool, but you can just feel the energy of it, and that's why I wanted y'all to hear it, because y'all were encouraging to them, but it's also been encouraging to me, to our staff, to our elders, and hopefully to the congregation, to hear how the Lord's working through y'all down there. So anyway, that's I wanted you to hear that part of it with El Salvador, because you'll very likely hear more about the work that we're hoping to do there. In fact, if you have an interest in going on one of these trips, definitely talk with Nelson or Dave Dean, who went on it, Jeremy Mitchell. They would love to tell you more and how you can get involved with it. Nelson, it's been a full summer here. a couple of things. We've had a lot of East Cobb student ministry events. We've seen them this week actually up here, the youth group up here doing a lot of activities, and they've done a lot of stuff. It's been really neat to see that, along with our other mission trips. But our summer is coming to a close, and so there's a couple things I want to share with y'all. One is Lainey, our children's minister, as you've already heard. She's just got a couple weeks left here, which is sad for our staff, and we're planning to honor her and celebrate her as a staff. But also, this coming Sunday, July 13th, we're going to take some time during our assembly to recognize her and her efforts, but would encourage all of you to personally reach out to her and thank her. We just love her so much and want her to feel the love of our whole congregation for who she is and what she's done for us all. We also have a worship night, a combo service and worship night on July 27th. This is for Atlanta Inner City Ministry. We're packing 100 backpacks to send into the inner city for kids who need some extra help going back to school. And so that's on Sunday, July 27th at 5 p.m. And then Jordan House and some of his students from Greater Atlanta Christian School are going to lead us in a worship night. It's going to be a really great night. So you should come out for AIM. You should come out for the worship night, but it's also Jordan House's last worship night with us, because he's about to move to Arkansas. It's another sad thing for us. We're excited for him, but want you all to come and celebrate him. And then finally, last thing is over the last year and a half, we have had some discipleship environments on Wednesday nights. And we wanted a time to connect with people during the week, but it being Atlanta and the distance that many of our families live from the church building, it's just not been the numbers that we would love to see. And some of you told us that, and we know it, and we're fine. We can change, you were right. So we're actually going to move from Wednesday nights to Sunday nights, and this is going to be primarily for families. If you're interested in doing a Bible study, just an adult Bible study, let us know. We'd be happy to do that. But for kids and for students, Blake and I are both excited about creating some environments for them that's new and fresh, and a big emphasis on knowing Scripture, on memorizing Scripture, and doing that in a really relational way. I think it's going to be impactful for our whole church. And so you'll be hearing a lot more of that over the next 4 to 6 weeks. You can mark your calendar for August 10th, and that will be the first night for that. It's going to be a blast. And Nelson, you have anything else, any other encouragement for the congregation?
No, I just want to thank you guys for allowing me to be part of East Cobb. Having such a wonderful joy being part of it, and I really appreciate you and love you all.
Awesome. Love you guys.